Support Alchemist is high risk, insane reward. I put Alchemist on my support tier list and today I'll show you exactly how to win games with it. Now, let me get few things straight first. This is not a pick that will work in every game. I strongly suggest running this with a friend or a group of them as it requires some coordination, but more importantly, your team not giving up early. That said, in some games, this might be literally the best pick you can go for. The idea is simple. You pick Dividends Facet and you build Aghanim's for your teammates. Every Aghanim's gifted gives you 70 gold per minute, which adds up quite fast. If you want to play any other kind of support Alchemist, just don't. While there is some fun involved with getting earned at minute 0, there are many heroes that are straight up better as regular support, probably like half of Dota heroes. However, there's no other hero in Dota that can have same amount of impact as gifting your mid lane Aghanims at 14 minutes, and this is what happens in this game. To play with Alchemist, you want really strong Aghanims heroes, most likely cores, that can create space. For this, a strong mid lane hero with low cooldowns would be the best. In this game, we've got Leshrac, but Ember, Void Spirit or even Beastmaster would be fine as well. You also have to accept that Alchemist, even as support, is supposed to be farming a lot. There's no other way around it. Do not bait yourself into dumb fights, but rather keep farming and be ready to react if the fight is convenient. I know a lot of this sounds like playing carry, and honestly, it kinda is. The difference is that you can have immense impact as long as you have players and heroes to do so. Enough with theory, let's start. First of all, there are a few main things you need to keep in mind. First, you're not really a good support when it comes to laning, so your best bet is to avoid that as much as you can. What does that mean? You're supposed to drag creeps if you're position 4, or if you're position 5, play a lot on the pull camps. Secondly, your stun is quite good if you can land it. That means if you manage to stay in trees and channel it, you can possibly deal a lot of damage. Today, we'll be watching position for Alchemist from my run game. I think in most games, you should get boots as your starting item and drag enemy waves early on. This mechanic makes every lane playable, even if it's something that you're not supposed to win. I made a video on creep dragging, you can find it on the top right. For the item build, you want boots, soaring into Aghanims. Do not get any fluff, as soon as you build first Aghanims, your GPM will increase. In your first few minutes, you really like to play on the lane and secure it. You're a weak laner, but it doesn't mean you should go to the jungle instantly. It's both inefficient and with the right mindset, you can have good impact on the lane. I would say Alchemist is a better laner than Slark, who's often played as a 4, so utilize his stun and get your levels. When you get your levels in Q, you can actually start farming enemy small camp, and for that reason, I suggest not blocking it other than the first minute while possibly dragging wave. Just make sure you don't steal gold from your offlaner. Farm the small camp, and if the wave connects to you, drag it to your tree. Securing early for your offlaner will mean he's going to be better off when you leave him, and you would like to do that ASAP. Around minute 6-7, if you did your job correctly, or even if you didn't, you should be heading to the jungle. By that time, you should have your soaring, and by far the best course of action there is to start farming Aghanims. Camps near the XP Shrine area are the best when it comes to that, as you have both of them close and you can pretty reliably stack them both, even as a melee hero. Basically, what you want to do is avoid fighting. The best thing you can hope for is for enemies to destroy your offlane tower. If the lane is pushed in, you can be super efficient while not even risking anything, as enemies are unlikely to contest a support there. I repeat, do not bait yourself. You pick this hero, the only thing you can do to help your team right now is to farm the Aghanims. Unless enemies are literally diving towers and you can TP with a stun, just be efficient and farm. The sooner you get your first Aghanims, the easier game for one of your core becomes. Now here comes the sweet part. You gift your Aghanims to a core who's having the best one in terms of map control. In this game, I would say Aghanim's or Witch Doctor or Co-op are really good, but neither of those heroes can create space in a way Lesh does. With his Aghanims, my team will be able to run around the map and create chaos, while Alchemist gets his space to keep farming. And this is the result. Lesh is making space, Alchemist is finishing his second Aghanims, and whole team is happy. Eventually, he's going to get all 4 Aghanims and it will turn out to be quite easy game, despite tough start. As you can see, it requires your team to understand the roles, but the reward you get for your pick can be insane. Sudden spike of network on Lesh is directly changing state of the game. If the game goes late and you got all the Aghanims, you can start building utility, a Blink, AC, Shivas or Crimson, whatever your team needs. Sometimes you can even get a Blink as early as after 1 or 2 Aghanims, but as I said, if you intend to go this route, I think picking Tusk or Shaker is far better. Now, a few things to clear up. I only suggest doing that in party, as I think the risk of your teammates just losing it or not even picking good heroes that work well with this is too big. With that, you need a strong presence on your other lanes. If you lose all 3 of them, you probably won't have space to play for your build. Preferably, you would like to have a strong 5 that is able to secure runes or win his lane, just like I picked Witch Doctor here to complement that pick. And this is not a meme build. This is high risk, very high reward one. It can backfire, yes, but if you channel your inner 9 class and manage to stabilize your lane with a melee 4 that is weak at laning, you can completely dominate the game without getting a kill. In the end, we won this game with Alchemist getting 0 kills. Just the Aghanims he provides let us win the game in 30 minutes, and with every passing moment we would only get stronger, as we would have yet another hero to play with. I am sorry if I ruined your pub. I was contemplating whether I should post that guide, but to be honest, that was one of the most amazing games I've had lately, and I want to show you that Alchemist support is a real thing, and it can work in the right games. Just don't try to pretend that you're supporting. This is by far the worst outcome. Thanks for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel for educational Dota 2 content. See you!